Hey everybody, it's Jeannie from Jeannie's Palette, and we are painting today in Take 5 for our Friday playlist. The hosts are myself, the Painted Peach, and Funky Junk Inspiration. Today I'm going to be painting on this wood heart that I got from Etsy. It's a 24-inch at the biggest part of it, and I have already put a base color of white all over the heart. And now I'm going to be using some paints that I had left over from another project. I've got some reds and different shades of pink, and one is got glitter in it. But these paints I used on this project were mixed with glue and water as the medium, so it was one part paint and then the medium. I'm using a funnel here. I'm going to put it right in the center of my heart and starting with a layer of white paint. And then I'm going to just layer with the different shades of pink. Again, this is a playlist. We are doing heart decor today, and this is actually one that I had done quite some time ago, and I have this heart hanging on my front door for Valentine's. I had done a paint party or paint class, I like to call this one, because everyone learns how to do paint pours in it. So it was a lot of fun, and it was amazing how many, all the hearts, how they looked different depending on what shades of paint they used. And you know, some used the funnel, some used a swipe. I'm just using the funnel. I like them. This is really going to turn out pretty. I did put some metallic gold in there, and it just sank right to the bottom. You can see it to the left hand of your screen. It just all went to one area, but it's still going to turn out amazing. So I'm going to lift up again, just really slowly, letting all the colors come out. And you can't really tell I'm doing it so slowly. I am kind of rotating the funnel just a little bit there. And then I'm going to start moving it out some more in different directions here. There we go. It's all empty. And the next part, I'm going to start tilting. I do have an aluminum pan underneath my heart to catch the drippings, and they dried beautifully, and I did make some jewelry out of that paint skin after it dried under there. Grabbing my gloves. I do recommend gloves for your nails, and you know, you just don't really want to be getting a whole lot of paint all on us, and be very careful if you're using acrylic paint and you have a latex allergy. You know, it does have some latex in it. So here we are, just leaning, getting the paint cover the heart. And as you can tell, I don't really have a very thick base there on my heart with that white, and I'm going to end up having to add some more paint because it stops moving. And you can tell that gold there is starting to kind of curl over on itself, and it just goes right up underneath, and we completely lose it. So we're going to add more paint and make it move. Just like with watercolor, paint pours will not go where the canvas, in this case wood canvas, where it's not wet. It wants to travel to where it's wet, and this is dry. It is not moving. So I'm going to take some of the paint that I have left. I'm going to add up here on these top corners. And now I did also, in this paint, everything except for my base, I put a couple of drops of cell activator medium. It's a silicone that I got from Hobby Lobby. When I was first starting paint pours, I used it quite a bit because I do like the look of it. But there is some more steps you have to take when doing these paints using silicone. You have to let it dry a little bit longer, cure longer, and before you seal it. And I don't know, Just trying to find some ways to get sales, and they do make some amazing ones, but it does take a little bit longer for it to dry and then get all of that oil off the top of your paints. Looks really pretty though. It's just, if you think basic chemistry, oil and water-based things, how they separate out. There's a little more details to it than that, but that's the basic gist of it, the look we get with the silicone. I have even used a silicone hair oil, and it did not turn out as pretty as that stuff I got from Hobby Lobby. I'll just go ahead and admit it. It just didn't. I've used plain alcohol. I did not get the results that I do with that silicone. And I've also tried some Dawn dish detergent, and amazingly that does produce some pretty sales, but not the huge ones that you get from using that cell activator. Now, let's see, what am I doing here? I think I'm just removing my gloves. I'm going to get a bamboo skewer, and there were a few bubbles that I was popping, and some paint boogers I wanted to pick out of there. Didn't want those to dry in that. And after this, I did start using a torch on my paint pours to pop the bubbles. So this is one of my earlier paintings several years ago, so I wasn't using the torch yet. And now I'm taking that little bamboo skewer and I'm just dipping into the gold metallic and strategically putting it in different places on the heart, just to give it, I just pull it together. I've got a big blob of gold up there in the top, and I thought it would be pretty if I had some mixed down in that bottom part as well. Just take a little bit longer than I had anticipated. Now when it drops down there on the paint, it does separate out and get bigger as it dries. And here's a close-up of it when it is finished but not dry. I just finished it, and you can see the cells popping out up there, just looking so pretty. I love it. I love it. I do go back and add a little bow on it and make a door hanger out of it. I put a wire on the back, a big heavy duty wire that I got from the local building supply company. I think it turned out really pretty. I'm just showing you some close-up view of it. And there it is, hanging on the front door. Alright guys, if you saw something you like, I hope you will subscribe to my channel, and thanks for watching. The playlist is in my description. Check out everybody else. Ta-ta for now.